Try New Align Probiotic Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion. It contains a probiotic to help relieve occasional bloating, plus vitamin B12 to aid digestion. Try Align Probiotic.
Colbert's new with former Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer, tonight on CBS.
New CBS next Monday.
Do you know this man?
He's my fiance.
He's ruined the lives of 13 other women.
100% con man.
Whoa, serious Jason Bourne vibes.
NCIS Hawaii next Monday. All new CBS Spring on CBS.
A new Survivor Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's an excellent week for punny weather. I'm gonna let you know when rain and snow are popping up in the forecast. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a reappointment in Dickinson County to a behavioral and mental health facilities board. The decision tonight from the Dickinson County Commission at its meeting. Plus, the House strikes a budget deal to keep the government open at least through October, but now some hardline Republicans want to oust another speaker. The tensions growing for Speaker Mike Johnson. And a new business in Marquette will have you feeling like you're floating. We'll take you inside Aquaponics. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
The snow keeps piling on for some in the western UP. We got a report tonight from Silver City of 13 inches out there.
I know, it's crazy, but we're going to slow down with that snow for a little bit, although we will see it return right now here in just outside of St. Ignace. As you can see, the Mackinac Bridge, those weather conditions are going to start changing around 4 a.m. In the early morning hours on Tuesday. Like Sarah mentioned, we have seen some snow piling up, but it's going to mostly turn over into rain showers for the next 24 hours. Although we could see snow here and there, we also have chances of patchy fog, so expect some slick commutes tonight. And for your morning, I've got the outlook coming up after the break.
Thanks, Air. New at 11, the Hancock Police Department says the victim of a violent domestic assault over the weekend has been released from the hospital. Early Saturday morning, the Hancock Police Department was dispatched to the 300 block of Hancock Street for a report of a person being assaulted. Officers found 2 people there who were both taken to UP Health System Portage. On Monday, Hancock Police said the victim has since been released. The second person involved was taken to another hospital for further treatment. The Hancock Police Department says that there is a pending felony arrest warrant for that person. WZMQ will continue to update this story as more details become available. Dickinson County Commissioners appointed members to North Point Behavioral Health's board at tonight's meeting. Commissioners voted 3-2 for the reappointment of the board chair in a packed meeting attended by North Point representatives, including the CEO. The CEO presented materials to begin addressing some of the county board's concerns over the past few months. The reappointed board chair expressed satisfaction with productive dialogue between the county board and North Point. Both the CEO and the board chair welcomed the new appointments to North Point's board.
Starting my second 3-year term, but Ralph Kramer's new to our board, but he's not new to behavioral health care. So he has experience and understands the processes that are going to be in place. So he's going to be a good asset to the board.
North Point is hosting a series of public town hall meetings in each county starting Wednesday morning in Kingsford. We'll have those details at WZMQ19.com. In Washington, last Friday, a bipartisan vote in the U.S. House, led by Speaker Mike Johnson, put concerns of a government shutdown to rest, at least until October. Many Republicans voted against the plan, which meant Democratic support for the $1.2 trillion spending plan was essential for Johnson to get it passed. Now, tension between Johnson and some members of his own party is at an all-time high, with some even calling for him to be removed. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon breaks down the latest tonight.
Today I filed a motion to vacate after Speaker Johnson has betrayed our conference and broken our rules.
112 House Republicans voted against the resolution to fund the government through September, and now some of them say they've had enough with Speaker Mike Johnson.
And it's time for us to go through the process, take our time, and find a new Speaker of the House that will stand with Republicans and our Republican majority instead of standing with the Democrats.
If you're feeling deja vu, it's because we've seen a similar situation before.
It's a little bit different situation, but the complaint is the same.
Dr. Todd Belt says a handful of Republicans felt betrayed after former Speaker Kevin McCarthy made a spending deal with President Biden in the fall.
The question is, will Republicans feel sold out by Speaker Johnson?
If the motion to vacate builds enough support, Democrats could throw Johnson a lifeline, but not without a cost.
And they see a real strong opportunity here to extract some concessions.
I believe Speaker Johnson is in a good place here through the end of this term.
UP Congressman Jack Bergman voted against the spending plan on Friday, but says he's not too concerned about the motion to vacate and instead wants to focus on helping the American people under Speaker Mike Johnson's leadership.
There's going to be a few, whether it's on our side of the aisle or the other side of the aisle, who are the naysayers in everything, no matter what. Our goal right now, under his leadership, is to get the rest of the legislation done for this fiscal year and then move on, because we have responsibility to all of our American citizens.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Meanwhile, tensions between Israel and the U.S. is growing after the United Nations Security Council passed a resolution calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. The U.S., which has used its veto power on other previous votes, abstained from this vote. Following the resolution's passage, Israel's prime minister canceled a delegation trip to Washington. Officials say the U.S. did not vote for the resolution because it did not condemn Hamas's October attack on Israel. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman took to the social media platform X, saying it's appalling the U.S. allowed this resolution to pass that failed to condemn Hamas. White House officials say other aspects of the resolution were consistent with their long-term position and adds there should be a ceasefire and hostages should be released. Buying or renting a home can come with a lot of challenges, and as online threats become more present these days, scams can be yet another challenge. While in search of any online purchase, the Michigan State Police says it's paramount to have a list of questions to help verify your opportunities, particularly when buying property. Scheduling an in-person meeting, asking more detail-oriented questions, and even driving to the listed address can help make more red flags more obvious.
An address in downtown Marquette, is that address even existent? Is it even an apartment or a condo that you can rent, or is it something totally different? So a lot of research can avoid becoming victim to one of these crimes.
We have a link to more tips on avoiding these types of dangers at WZMQ19.com. A new business is bringing a unique form of therapy to Marquette. Aquaponics, started by a group of Northern Michigan University alumni, officially opened its doors today. The business is one of the only float therapy centers in the UP, and it also offers Reiki healing. The health center has a 144-gallon sensory deprivation pod, which the owners say provides users with multiple health benefits.
Number 1, meditation. Number 2, muscle relaxation by 1,000 pounds of magnesium sulfate that will be curing and help soothe the skin, open up your pores, release a lot of toxins, blood clots, things of that nature. And it's just good for overall just stress reduction.
Sessions for float therapy at Aquaponics can be booked online. We have more information about that on our website. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus a tumultuous winter and start to spring for maple syrup producers in the UP, but one Delta County production is still making the most of it. We'll take you there. And later, the UP made floorboards for the NCAA basketball tournaments in Detroit this week are now installed. Look at that. We'll show you courtside. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
BTV decodes the Andy Griffith Show.
This show was slicker than Firehouse Pole, the way you took us all in.
That means you were very clever pulling a scheme on us. See if you can decode the Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. You need reliable appliances to help you conquer the day. And Menards offers a wide variety of reliable appliances for every part of your home. Criterion appliances are ready when you are. We offer the lowest prices with the largest in-stock appliance selection. Ready to take home today. This top freezer refrigerator is $489 after rebate. Or get this Criterion front load laundry pair for $529.55 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
Come on down to Outdoor Man, where our camping department is intense.
Set it up in 30 seconds flat. And take it down even faster.
And we're always family friendly.
We found a bear cub in here. Been nice knowing you, Baxter.
Outdoor Man is open for business on Last Man Standing.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Kersplash, we've got lots of rain headed our way and pretty much already covering the UP the past couple of hours. If you're not seeing any raindrops, it could be very faint up there and misting on down, as we are expecting some patchy fog tonight into our Tuesday morning as well. I'll show you the outlook with that. Just a heads up, gale warning for Lake Superior as well as Lake Michigan. On Superior, we'll expect those waves possibly up to 13 feet. That's going to be primarily up in the Keweenaw Peninsula there, right off of Copper and Eagle Harbor. So heads up, mariners, and then maybe surfers too. Monday evening, that's tonight, 35 to about 40 degrees, so kind of warm at the moment. And then we'll expect those temperatures dropping down tomorrow evening. I'll show you that in just a minute, but I did mention that fog. Keep your eyes on Manistee and Escanaba as we make our way through Tuesday morning and into the afternoon, because there could be a lot of reduced visibility down there throughout the evening on Tuesday. So make sure you've got those low beams on and giving extra space, of course, being as safe as you can. Taking a look at our Tuesday, I'm going to call it spring tour because it's spring and winter already. We're expecting a high of around 49 degrees here in Marquette, a low of about 20, and that rain and snow mixing in. We'll expect that to eventually transition over into snow later in the evening, but we could see a flash freeze in the evening across the UP with those temperatures crashing down in the evening and that precipitation hanging around, especially on the ground. All right, the gust outlook as we wake up for around 9 o'clock. Maybe that's your wake up time or coffee time. Again, we'll expect those breezes very strong down here on the Michigan coast there before things switch over on our Wednesday and we see more easterly and northeasterly winds starting to push in. As you can see, 37 miles an hour possible for Ontonagon into our 11 o'clock hour there in the morning, and then those gusts eventually simmering down just a little bit. Let's take a look at what we've got for that precipitation heading into our Tuesday morning here. Again, we do have chances of heavier rain showers, and then those peachy spots are going to be your mix of rain and snow. Most of that snow hanging over on the northwest coast there, but we could see a thunderstorm or two for the central and eastern locations, so just a heads up. And then Wednesday, the lake effect snow showers taking over and primarily hanging out in the northern half of the UP, especially over in Ironwood. Check out these possible snowfall totals. By 9 p.m., they could have around 3.2 inches on that Tuesday evening, but taking a closer look at Wednesday morning, a lot of us seeing at least a dusting. Marquette, we could have about 1 inch. Your 7-day outlook is coming up in 15.
Thank you very much, Ariane. The unseasonably warm winter has made business harder across many industries, including maple syrup production. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons tells us what the season has looked like for a sugar bush in Bark River.
coming off a very mild winter. A lot of maple farmers tapped early. We held off until February 23rd.
On average, the Olsen Brothers Sugar Bush produces approximately 3,500 gallons of syrup each year. But due to less than favorable conditions, that number currently sits around 2,600.
The weather is what drives our yield. The freezing and thawing of the tree, the ground, is what causes sap to run. So having the budding process start early, when you start having those sap runs early, it's definitely going to affect it.
It takes a lot of work to get the sap from the tap to the evaporator.
The preheater preheats the sap, and obviously we get water as a byproduct out of that. The sap works its way through our food pans, getting closer and closer to being syrup.
So the Olsen brothers have largely converted to tubing over the years, both for the health of the trees and to get the most sap for their buck, even during a season like this.
It's going to use ground slope, and it's going to use vacuum to assist you in getting the sap from the tree. If you want to think of a tap hole as a wound in the tree, what causes that to heal is bacteria. That's why you get typically double the yield having a sealed system that you would get out of a pail.
Because they waited to tap this season, the Olsen Brothers Sugar Bush is optimistic about the next few weeks of maple syrup production.
We're going to run until Mother Nature tells us we can't. When you have this type of investment, literally we have several $100,000 tied up in tubing. I want to harvest as much sap as I can out of it, so we're still making good table grade syrup at this point.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Bark River.
The city of Ishpeming is continuing to build on its agricultural opportunities through a food-based nonprofit. Ishpeming was one of 100 cities statewide to receive a $300,000 community center grant that's going towards supporting the Partridge Creek Farm. The nonprofit's biggest goal is to finish its intergenerational farm to expand agriculture education. During the winter months, Partridge Creek focuses on workshops that continue to get more people interested in agriculture.
Focus on the intergenerational component of it. So we're really trying to bring all ages of the Ishpeming community together. Even if you're not from Ishpeming, you are more than welcome to come and hang out at one of our workshops, hang out at one of our farms, sign up for anything that we offer. We are not going to exclude anybody.
To learn more about Partridge Creek Farm and its plans for the new farm in Ishpeming, just head to WZMQ19.com. A fundraiser coming up next month in Marquette is bringing game night and a new beer to the party. Marquette's Habitat for Humanity is hosting a Beers and Bingo night and is partnering with the Cognition Brewery to create a new beer. The beer is called Habs and Hops, a Vienna lager mixing toasty flavors with herbal spice to bring what brewers are calling an old world spice to the brew. Cognition will sell the new brew in the 32-ounce can, and for every pint purchased, $1 goes toward Habitat for Humanity.
Now is just being able to bring people in and just, try it out. Like, everybody is interested in the process when they come back here and they see the brew house, but a lot of people have never tried it. They don't know what any of it entails. Everybody seems to just jump on board to have a beer made for them.
The new brew will be on tap at the fundraiser event on April 8th. Veterans from far and wide came together to celebrate their community on Saturday. Veterans, their families, and friends joined together at the Thunder Bay Inn to celebrate UP veterans during a Lunch and Learn event. Multiple organizations that provide services or help for veterans shared information about what their services are and how to get them. Organizers say at the end of the day, coming together and meeting new people is the main purpose of the event.
Saying that vets do better in groups, well, that's been spread, and now there's organizations that are just based off of that, and they put on events like this. We've got a handful of solid organizations here.
Everyone who came together to enjoy the meal and shared ways that they could help each other as well. The Midwest March Madness Regional Championship kicks off this week for the first time at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has a first look at the court for this weekend's games that was made right here in the UP.
The city of Detroit is celebrating the first look at the 2024 Midwest Regional March Madness Court, a court made close to home at Connor Sports in Amasa, Michigan.
No 2 years are ever the same. Seeing the end products, especially when it's down in an arena, even now it kind of gives you the goosebumps.
Little Caesars Arena is set to host regionals this weekend, with Purdue versus Gonzaga and Tennessee versus Creighton on Friday, and the winners facing off on Sunday for a spot in the Final Four.
This is the first time that we're going to see teams punch their ticket to the Final Four and cut down these very nets.
The floor they'll play on is a UP-made Connor Sports court. the NCAA's official supplier for the Final Four since 2006. Each year, the company pulls attention to the talent of the UP by playing a vital role in the excitement for the Division I men and women's basketball championships.
We are doing cutting-edge manufacturing in the smallest of towns in the most northern part of the state of Michigan. It is exciting to see this expertise out of this small town and to showcase what Connor Sports is doing.
Connor Sports began the process of creating the courts in early winter of 2023. Each court is made up of hundreds of panels, weighs over 40,000 pounds, and the Final Four courts will travel hundreds of miles for next weekend's games.
But waiting to see all the players come out with all the bands playing and all the fans in the stands, that's when things are really special.
Little Caesars Arena will be hosting regionals for the first time since they opened in 2017. As they prepare for the games, officials say it feels extra special to be celebrating the first look at a Michigan court with the busy weekend ahead. Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News, Detroit.
Sports is on the way next. Mike, what are we looking at tonight?
Well, we have a little bit of listing to do for the next couple of days. The Associated Press will be talking about its all-state basketball teams for high school this past season. We'll have a look at Division IV when we return.
My name's Douglas Hill, and I've been working at Goodwill a little over 14 years now. Goodwill is a place to give people opportunities, especially if they have a disability. You know, it's good to be around people, and the fact that I know that I'm not alone, it's actually changed my life for better. I would just love to say thanks for giving me the opportunity, and that I love working with the people. You know, we joke around, we have a good time, and work gets done.
Supporting Goodwill helps give our clients fuller lives.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
I've been just trying to maintain being truthful on camera.
Gerard Carmichael opens up like never before.
You are the real deal.
Plus a young woman's mission to improve mental health.
It's amazing what you are doing.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
And I'm Mike Ludlum. Good evening, everyone. St. Ignace High School has garnered the top awards from the Associated Press in its release of the All-State Boys Basketball Team in Division IV. Number 11 in black is Johnny Ingalls. He is the Associated Press's Player of the Year in D4. The 6-foot senior point guard finished his career with 2,029 points after starting for all 4 years. He averaged 30.4 points, 9.4 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 4 steals, and 2.5 blocks per game this year. And he increased his scoring average to 35.5 points a game during the postseason. He scored 40 more than 5 times, including 49 against Marquette, after which he was offered a scholarship to play at NMU. Johnny's mom, Doreen Ingalls, has won 5 state titles with the girls and her husband, Doug, assisting them. This year, Johnny's dad and Doreen's husband, Doug, has been named the Coach of the Year in Division IV by the AP. Doug navigated a tough schedule to finish 21-7. He's retiring after 25 seasons over a couple stints as the Saints bench boss. This marks the 40th anniversary, today in fact, of this week I should say, of Doug's dad, Jack Ingalls, being named the UP Coach of the Year in Classes A and B. And Doug Ingalls earned a first-team berth on the old Class ABC first team. Jack and Doreen Ingalls already have been shrined into the Upper Peninsula Sports Hall of Fame. Doug will join them this May. Turning to basketball now, as the Ishpeming Hematites did an outstanding job. Oh, excuse me, I'm on the wrong story. There we go, thank you. The Associated Press Boys D team has Johnny Ingles named the Player of the Year. 3 honorable mentions: Alex Sportman of Norway, Gabe Popko of Lakeland and Hubble, and Trevor Nolan of Munising. And again, Doug Ingles is the Coach of the Year. Congratulations to all. Now, the Ishpeming girls basketball team recovered from a slow start to win its first Division IV state championship over the weekend in East Lansing. Both teams reached the final with 27-1 records. The Kingston Cardinals had a trio of sisters, Molly, Abby, and Gracie Walker. That is a quick basket by Janessa Eagle to give the Hematites a 9-6 lead. And then Jenna Mackey grabs a rebound, puts that one back in. But Kingston played very well in the first quarter, had a 22-11 lead. Second quarter, Lily Swanson puts one in off the window. Hematites down 6, 24-18. Then Mackey with the hoop and the harm knocks it down a couple more points. Janessa Eagle would hit a triple. That brought Ishpeming within 2 in the second quarter, and they were not done. Lily Swanson will find Caitlin Van Duren a triple from the corner, and Ishpeming would take a 31-30 lead at the half. The Hematites scored the first 8 points the third quarter. The senior Mackey with a steal and layup. She had 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Then sophomore Janessa Eagle took over. First, Mackey with the rebound, then the outlet pass to Eagle for the basket. And Eagle kept right on going. She hit 3 triples in the third quarter, scoring 15 of her 27 points in that stanza. And the Hematites brought home the first place trophy with a 73-54 win over Kingston. Most of the players took off for spring break after the game, but Coach Ryan Reekle took the bus ride back, saying the victory was for the school and the community.
Special. I mean, it's something that, you know, the UP has always prided themselves on. We take care of each other. Anytime someone can go downstate and win something, we're very, very excited for them. But, you know, I'm mostly excited to see this community. I mean, the sea of blue we had at the Breslin Center was amazing. For us to show what we can do as a small school, sandwiched between some bigger schools, is awesome.
Hematite fans welcomed home their champions in style. Even St. Ignace coach Doreen Ingles told me after last Tuesday's quarterfinal that Ishpeming would win the crown. NCAA Division II women's tournament underway in St. Joseph, Missouri. Ferris State is into the Final Four with a victory over Tampa today, 62-53. Chloe Idoni had 27 points for the Bulldogs. They will return to action on Wednesday. The Michigan Tech Huskies made their third straight appearance in the NCAA tournament Friday against the number 1 seed of the tournament, Boston College. That will be in Providence, Rhode Island. The Eagles are 31-5-1 and have a 12-game winning streak. Tech looks forward to the challenge.
We're excited to be in the tournament. Look forward to the competition. We have a great group of guys that will compete hard, and you know, the goal is to gain confidence as the game goes on and show that we belong with them.
They're a great team. They got a really good offense. We pride ourselves in the defensive zone, so I think we'll give them our best shot.
It's exciting, 3 years in a row. Yeah, it's surreal being in that room and seeing the matchup. You know, we got our work cut out for us, but I like where we're at.
Friday's face-off is set for 2 o'clock, and you can watch that game on ESPNU. Congratulations to another state champion youth hockey team. This is the 8 and under from the Copper Country Junior Hockey Association, sponsored by J. Peltier Construction. They had all kinds of fun in the final, winning by the score of 18-1 over Rockford. Now, the Pistons lost tonight, 124-99 to the Knicks. And in the women's D1, it was Iowa over West Virginia, 64-54. Caitlin Clark, 32 points. And we will be right back.
Who will be there when there are voices that need to be heard? Who will be there when amazing rises up? Or a need for a warning comes falling down? Who will be our ears and our eyes? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. There's a whole world of opportunities waiting for you, whether it's on air as an anchor or reporter, or behind the scenes as a producer, engineer, sales rep, or more. Our close-knit team brings the truth to light, elevates voices, responds in times of need, encourages diversity, and builds community. Come be there as history unfolds to deliver the news, the information, and the entertainment that Michigan needs. Bring your talents and creativity to the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com to get started.
This is home, it's where we get along. This is home, and together we're strong. Whoa, this is home. This is home, it's our town, it's our song. This is home, this is where we belong. This is home, yeah. This is home.
Well, friends, we are cooling down. Temps around 35 to 40, so a little bit warmer than the past couple of evenings, but we are definitely going to be dropping temperatures come Tuesday night. Would not recommend washing the car Tuesday or Wednesday as we've got precipitation moving in. Thursday, though, looks like partly sunny, partly cloudy skies. And Sarah, da-da-da-da, I've been humming this song all evening. It is one of my go-to music worms in my head, the theme song for Price is Right. But we've got rain and mixture of rain and snow tomorrow, and those gusts could be up to 35 miles an hour. Pretty much cloudy conditions. It's going to be a cold spring day, if you will, or if you won't. That's what's happening anyway. 7-day outlook for Marquette. We've got snow showers coming on Wednesday. We'll cool off even into the weekend, maybe hitting 40 next week. And friends, we've got Good Friday, this Friday, a little bit of sun. And then Easter, partly sunny skies, maybe dry.
Thank you very much, Ari. Yeah, we're pretty good at the random earworms here. Finally tonight, today was Oberon Day, the unofficial first sign of spring in Michigan. But with the weather looking a little more like winter today, Escanab's Upper Hand Brewery has postponed its celebration until this Friday instead. Upper Hand is inviting everyone to celebrate the annual release of Bell's Oberon Ale Friday from 4 to 9 p.m. Oberon Day has been a tradition in Kalamazoo for years, and this will be the second annual event for Upper Hand. In addition to live music, guests can enjoy the original Oberon Ale and Oberon Creamsicle. Upper Hand Brewery encourages guests to wear their shades and beachiest outfits to help summon some warm weather that Michigan has come to expect with Oberon's yearly release. Creamsicle Ale. Let us know if you try it.
Happy birthday, Mr. First Warning Weather.
We'll see you tomorrow.
WZMQ.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature Made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Save big money with these hot deals in Menards. All prices after 11% rebate.